So we are back playing Dark Fort again. If you haven't already checked out the first 3 episodes, then you can check out the playlist for those and go watch through them. If you have already watched those, then you will know that we have just finished defeating our cave troll, and we are currently in room 17 of our sea cave. Now, before we start today's episode, if you like these videos, then please make sure to like them and subscribe. And if you want to see anything else, then let me know in the comments down below. So I have just added a couple of house rules to the game. I feel like there has to be a reason why Kargunt is, should I say Sir Kargunt, is exploring this dungeon. So as you know, last episode we got knighted as we leveled up, so I can officially remove this and bring it back down to 0. But like I say, I think there has to be a reason why Kargunt is exploring the dungeon. So I've added these house rules down below, and they read: House rules. The ruined basilisk is guarding the key to the throne room. Kill it and a 2 in 6 chance of finding the key. If the basilisk does not have the key, there is a 1 in 8 chance another tough monster does, and that will only appear after killing the basilisk. Once we find the throne room and are able to unlock it, then inside the throne room lives the dungeon boss. Kill it and reap the rewards. So maybe Kargunt has heard that there is treasure within this sea cave, and that's why he's come to seek that out. Now, like I said, we are currently in room 17. We've just killed our small troll. We need to go back through the dungeon now and see if we can open up any of these doors and find this ruined basilisk. So let's do it. So we're in room 17. We need to head back through into room 16. So we'll roll our d4. So a 1. So as it says in our rules, when entering an unexplored room, or when entering an explored room, 1 in 4 chance of facing a weak monster. So already we are facing a weak monster in the corridor. And let's find out what it is. So we will roll our d6. No, we won't. We will roll our d4. All right. So 1 again. We've rolled a lot of 1s in this Let's Play so far, but we are coming up against this blood-drenched skeleton. Okay, let's write that down. So, in room 16, we find our skeleton. Maybe it's heard all the commotion that's happened in room 17 and is coming to investigate what that is. So, it's 3 points, it's d4 attack, and it is, how many HP? It is 6 HP. Okay, lovely. So 6 HP. Now, remember that we do have our daemon. We used that up in our last fight, and we got 1 more use out of this mythical being that is helping us fight. And with this being, it can... it has d4 damage, so we got a little bit of help in this fight. So as we wander into the corridor, the skeleton sees us and does it make the first attack, rolling 3 or more to see if we're able to get there first. 1. Okay, this dice, there's got to be something up with this dice. If you've seen the last episode, you know that this dice exclusively rolls 1, so the skeleton knows we're there. Obviously it's heard the commotion in this room, and it launches itself towards us with its dagger, and it rolls a... Now remember, let's get another dice here actually. Let's roll these simultaneously. So we'll roll attack for skeleton and then my armor. So it rolls a 4, and our armor only blocks off a 1, so we are hit for 3 by this skeleton. So that brings us down to 7 hit points from 10. Okay, are we able to hit this skeleton? Now we're looking at a 3 or more to hit the skeleton. 3. Okay, lovely. So we're able to bounce back from being struck by the skeleton sword. Now we can roll what have we got? A flail. Yeah, so we're d6 plus 1 plus our d4. So we'll go with this one because we don't want a 1. So we're d6 plus d4. All right, so a 4 and a 2, and we hit it for 6. So that takes off the skeleton's head, and he crashes down to the floor. So that is 0 hit points. The skeleton is dead, and we gain 3 points. Lovely. Let's add that to our tally there. So 3 points gained from room 16. All right, so we're going to move back through into room 15. 1 in 4 chance that we encounter a weak monster. Hopefully we do not. 2. All right, lovely. So we move back through into room 15. We're going to head back into this cross-shaped room, and we'll see if there's anyone there waiting for us. There is not. All right. So we can either head west into room 11 or north into room 13. Either way, it doesn't really matter because I feel like this is the room that's going to come out of it. So how about we just head back into room 13 and see if there's anyone there waiting for us. There is. Okay. So maybe whatever's in this room has heard the commotion that's happened in room 15 and is moving towards us. So obviously in these rooms here, maybe in this room, maybe it's come from this room and wandered into room 13. So we are fighting a weak monster again. 4. Okay, the undead hound. We haven't yet come across an undead hound. So let's see what they are all about. So let's just write this down quickly. Our undead hound. Apologies for my handwriting. It's absolutely terrible. 4 points, d4 damage, 6 HP. So just a bit more powerful than our skeleton. And 6 hit points. Okay, so we see this undead hound frothing at the mouth with blood, ready to attack. We need to roll a 4 or higher. I'm not going to use that because that's not going to go in my favour. So we see this undead hound standing in the middle of the room, ready to attack. Are we able to get there before it does? No, we're not. So it has the drop on us and it pounces towards us, going in for the bite. Hits for 2 damage, and my armor is able to soak up 4. All right, so as it jumps towards us, we are able to move out the way, and the undead hound goes shooting past us. And hopefully we are able now to have the advantage and strike this undead hound. Let's see if we're able to. 2. Okay, so maybe we are in so much shock that actually the hound is easily able to turn back round and get the attack on us. So clear 1 for my armor. 2 and 2. All right, again. So Kargunt, although he is absolutely terrified, he still manages to get out of the way of this second attack from the undead hound. Are we now finally able to? I'm going to change this up because I feel like that's not going in our favour. Are we now finally able to get the attack on this undead hound? Let's see. 6. All right. So as the hound jumps past us, it is facing the other direction as we strike our flail. That's it. Obviously, our daemon's gone away now because it was only there for 2 uses. So it's just us. And I don't know if you saw that, but unfortunately, we are only able to hit the hound for 1 plus 1, so 2. So the hound is down to 4 hit points. Maybe we only hit it in its back legs or something like that as it's facing the other direction. Then the hound turns around, and is it able to attack us? No, it's not. So the hound, maybe the hound doesn't turn around. Maybe the hound is still looking the other way, wounded from its strike from the flail. Now let's see what we're able to hit the hound for. 6 + 1, 7. Maybe the hound does turn around and we swing the flail and it hits him straight in the skull, bringing him down to 0 hit points. The undead hound is officially dead. All right, lovely. So, room 13, we have cleared it from this undead hound. That gives us another 4 points. So we are up to 7 points and we are halfway to gaining a second level. So 7 hit points, 7 points. We need really to find another merchant that we can buy some potions from. All right, either way, we are heading into room 18. So we head west into room 18, and room 18 is 9. What shape is room? A round room. Okay, so I reckon these are going to connect up here. So let's get the pencil out and connect these rooms up. It's going to be quite a large room. So let's collect these up here. Okay, it's more of an oval. That's going to have to do. I'll rework that one off camera. So as we enter the room, we can see that it has no doors. Okay, all right. So just a dead end here. I mean, no extra doors. Obviously, it's got these 2 doors here. But unfortunately, it's not going to lead us anywhere else into the dungeon. Okay, this is going to be interesting. As we enter the room, we're going to use One Page Mythic to describe our room here using our D100. And we've got a 9. So we can see clean. All right, a nice clean room. Maybe there isn't really anything in here. Let's roll again and see what else we get. Ooh, 30. I need to invest in a dice tray so these don't go everywhere. 37. Healthy. Clean, healthy room. Okay, maybe actually what we've got is we've got a room with a lot of vegetation in. Maybe there's, like in this room, maybe there's like a little pool of water with some kind of, cave dirt that's next to it, and we see some live vegetation that's been growing in this room. It's almost taking the room back to what it once was before whoever decided to take over this cave. So maybe we've got just a room filled to the brim with vegetation, vines kind of creeping up the side of the walls. We've got kind of like a soft fauna underfoot. It's a very, very cozy room. We need to now see how cozy is it really? Do we have anybody in here? We don't want nothing in here, so I'm not going to use the nothing dice. We're going to roll our d6 and see who's in our room. So a 5. Oh, okay, so we face a tough monster, so maybe it wasn't as cozy as we thought. Now remember, as I said at the beginning of the video, if we run into our ruined basilisk, then we have a 2 in 6 chance of finding the key to the throne room. We don't know yet where the throne room is, so we'll need to go and find that. Maybe the basilisk will be able to help us find out where our throne room is. So, like I say, we need to roll a d4 to see which of our tough monsters we are going to find. All right, let's do it. Let's hope for a ruined basilisk, even though they are probably the strongest monster. 3, okay, no, a Medusa. So we have already faced, we faced a Medusa? Yeah, okay, so we did face the Medusa in room 7. Where's room 7? Here. Okay. So maybe they've just moved throughout the dungeon. Maybe it's the same Medusa. So We are now currently in room 18, so let's make a note of that. Do we want to face our Medusa? I say our Medusa, the Medusa. If we read the description of the Medusa, we have a 1 in 6 chance that we are petrified and our adventure ends here. Now, we do have our cloak of invisibility, okay? And we weren't wearing it in room 13. So it's likely, well, I know for a fact that we haven't put it on, okay? So we've come into this room, the Medusa's in there. The Medusa has likely heard the fighting going on in room 13. So what we need to do is we need to make a roll on our one-page mythic table to see if the Medusa has heard the fighting in the room. Now, like I say, it's only next door, so I'm going to say that it's very likely that the Medusa has heard that we were fighting in this room. So we're going to enter this room and the Medusa is going to know that we're there. Okay? So let's make a roll and see. Is it likely that the Medusa knows that we're going to be entering this room? Okay. Are we going to be seen as soon as we enter the room? So I'm going to say it's very likely. So 1 to 75, the Medusa knows that we're entering the room. Here we go. 19. Okay. So yes, the Medusa knows we're here. Okay. We don't have time to put on our cloak of invisibility, unfortunately. Okay, so we are going to have to fight this Medusa. Now, this could be the end. I thought it could have been the end last time against our stone troll, but we do have a really, really strong chance of becoming petrified, okay, just by fighting the Medusa. I know it's only a 1 in 6 chance, but just by fighting the Medusa, we do have a chance of becoming petrified. So, we see the Medusa sees us, we lunge towards it with our flail. Are we able to attack it? We need to, first of all, write down our stats before we get into fighting mode. 4 points, d6, 10. 4 points, d6, 10 HP. Okay, this could be it. We're only on 7 hit points, okay? We do have a chance, if I can find the rules, of fleeing. I don't know where that is. Here we go. Where is it? Armor absorbs d4 damage. Blah blah blah. You can try to flee a fight, taking d4 damage and leaving the room unexplored. Okay. You can try to flee a fight. Okay, so if we flee a fight, we will take a d4 damage. I would say, unfortunately for you guys, and as much as I'd love to fight this, it probably makes sense to flee. Okay, we're going to take d4 damage, and I think that we're going to take d4 damage regardless of our armor. So we're just going to have to take d4 damage. We're just going to have to take the damage, unfortunately, because we probably have more chance. Okay, let's take d4 damage. We're leaving the room. Okay, we're running for this exit down here into room 11. We take 1 damage. Okay, so it's not so bad. So we're down to 6, unfortunately. Not looking good, and as we enter room 11, are we greeted with a weak monster? No, we are not. Okay. We narrowly escape from our Medusa as we enter back into room 11. Okay, we need to continue heading west. I feel like our best chance of finding this ruined basilisk is coming up into room 5, because I don't feel like there's much room for us to find him in here. or even back into room 1. Let's go back up into room 5 and see. So we are in room 10. Yes. Are we? Or are we still in room 11? I think we're still in room 11. We're going to move back into room 10. Let's see if there's anybody in room 10. There's not anybody in room 10. Going to move back into room 9. Nobody in room 9. Okay, move back into room 8. We're slowly creeping our way through this dungeon. Nobody in room 8, thank God. Back into room 7. Here we go. Okay, unfortunately we find somebody in room 7, however it is only a weak monster. So we're rolling on our d4 again to see who is in 1. Okay, another skeleton. Okay, so we're a skeleton heavy dungeon here. Who knew the skeletons like the sea so much? Back in room 7, we have a skeleton. 3 points, d4, what were they, 6 HP? 6 HP. Now we must remember, room 18 is not explored, so just while I remember, I'm just going to put not explored there. So this isn't going to count towards our next level up. Okay, so our next level up is at room 24. We're going to have to explore it. We're going to have to continue exploring to room 25 until we can actually technically level up, because that does not count as an explored room. Anyway, continuing our battle with the skeleton, we enter back into this circular room. We have our skeleton in the middle. Has our skeleton seen us? We will find out if we roll our d6 here. Yes, our skeleton has unfortunately seen us, and is going to hit us for a d4. Clear is our armor. All right, a 1 and a 1. So it strikes our armor and its sword is deflected straight off our armor. Are we able to retaliate? We are. Lovely. Okay, so skeleton sword reflects off of our armor and we strike the skeleton for a 1 + 1, 2, down to 4 hit points. Okay, so the skeleton is damaged. He's down to 4 hit points, and he attempts to hit us, and he doesn't. So he swings his sword, we dodge out the way, and we are now able to hit the skeleton for 2 + 1. Okay, God. Drawing this one out, down to 1 hit point. Are we able to strike while the iron is hot? We are. So we swing our flail towards the skeleton, and with continued momentum, we swing the flail back, and we hit for a 1 + 1, 2. The skeleton falls down, and I don't want to say dies because he's already dead. He dies for the second time. Let's hope he doesn't rise from the dead again. All right, back into room 6. So we enter room 6. Nobody there. Now, actually, before we enter room 6, I remember back in episode 1 or episode 2, we mentioned about this room flooding. Now, I think the main problem was actually with room 5. As you see, we kind of have this hole in the ground where the water is able to rise up. I remember saying we had a 1 in 6 chance of this room flooding, and I believe it was a 2 in 6 chance of this room being flooded. Now, I don't know what that means for us in the sense of, are we going to be able to enter this room again? Let's say, let's have a cool down. Okay, let's have a cool down on these rooms. I feel like if these rooms are flooded, we have 6 turns until they're not flooded again. Okay, so we're gonna have to kind of re-explore this section of the dungeon until these rooms aren't flooded again. So, like I say, 2 in 6 chance this room is flooded. We'll do it the other way around, sorry, it makes more sense. 2 in 6 chance this room is flooded, and a 1 in 6 chance this room is flooded. So, let's roll our blue dice. See if there's any water. 1 in 6 chance. This room is not flooded. Okay, this room is not flooded. Did we roll for if there was a monster in there? Can't remember. There is, unfortunately. So a non-flooded room, but there is a weak monster in there. Let's see. 1. Okay, another skeleton. Right, so maybe this one in here was moving in a pack of skeletons. See if that is such a thing. 3d4, 6 hit points. Okay, so this skeleton, has this skeleton heard us? I'd say it's likely that it's heard us. Let's roll on Mythic. I'd say it's very likely it's heard us. I don't know, do skeletons have good hearing? I wouldn't imagine skeletons have good hearing. Let's say it's likely. Say it's likely. Okay. Has a skeleton heard us? Okay. I think it's an exceptional yes. Okay, it's 100% heard us. 100% heard us. Okay, what does that mean? I feel as if it's almost surprised us as we've come into this room. I feel as if with our exceptional yes, we've come into this room and it's almost ambushed us. We've come into the room and the skeleton is able to ambush us, giving it an attack. Are we going to roll with our armor? I feel like we've got our armor, so it's not as if the skeleton is going to know our weak points before we've entered the room, so it's just going to get a free attack. Oh, but luckily, luckily, the skeleton hits us for 2 damage, but our armor is able to repel the attack. We are shocked by this, obviously, not having known that there is a skeleton in this room. Are we able to come back from this surprise attack? No, we're not. Okay, and the skeleton attacks us again. Maybe it's got the high ground in this room. He attacks us for 1, but we blocked for 4. Wow. Okay, our armor is very strong, apparently. Okay, we know the skeleton's here now, so hopefully we're able to attack it, which we are. And we attack it for d6 plus 1, 5, 6, 5, 6. We swing our flail. The skeleton is destroyed. We get our 3 hit points. Did I add our 3 from this skeleton? I don't think I did as of yet. So we're up to 13 hit points. Wow. Okay, so we're up to 13 hit points. Our room hasn't flooded. We are going back into room 5. 2 in 6 chance that this room has flooded. Oh, please, I hope it hasn't. Luckily, this room hasn't flooded. We can hear the water rising through the hole in the ground, but luckily it hasn't got to the top yet, and the room is still, well, as dry as a sea cave can be. So we're going to head north here. We're going to see if we can find anything in this room. Now, hopefully we're able to find our peddler from beyond the void, because we are in serious need of some potions now. But let's see. So we enter what will be room 19, which is 11, a triangular shaped room. We're going to do another one of these type triangles because they fit on the grid nicely. So how are we going to do this? Let's do it like this. Kind of come out to here. There we go. That is our triangle shaped room, room number 19. And do we have any doors in this room? Fingers crossed we do. 4. Lovely. So we got 2 more doors. I'm not sure where these 2 more doors are going to be, to be honest. I feel like one's got to be down here. Okay, so this is going to be corridor here. Maybe we got one up the top here. Coming out the top of the room there. So we've got 2 more doors there. Do we have anybody? Well, okay, first of all, let's see what this room is like. Rolling on our 1-page mythic. 30. Feeble. Maybe this is a weak room. Okay, I've got an idea for this room. Let's see what else. 54. A weak and loud room. So as we enter this room, we can see beams almost holding this room up. And as we look up, we can see that the ceiling is slowly starting to crack. So I'm going to say this room has, so it's a feeble and it's a loud room. We can hear these beams kind of creaking under the pressure of the ceiling. I'm going to say this room here, we're going to go with a 1 in 8 chance that this room will cave in, blocking off the rest of the cave. Okay, whether we're this side or this side of the cave. All right, a 1 in 8 chance that this room has a cave in. I'm just going to write that down next to 1 in 8, just so I remember. So this room is incredibly loud. We can hear these beams kind of almost cracking under the pressure. Is there anybody in this room though? Let's see. I hope for a 5. I hope for a 6, sorry. Not 5, definitely not 5. And we get 3. Okay, we're faced with our riddling soothsayer, so roll a die. Odd result, you solve the riddle and may choose to receive either 10 silver or 3 points. Even result, we got our mind-shattering shockwave, which deals D4 damage, ignoring armor. Okay. We're down to 6 damage, so if we don't solve this, then this could be very painful. We're hoping for even here. No, we're not. We're hoping for odd here. Thank God. I should have used this, to be honest. But all right. So we solve the riddle, and we get either 10 silver or 3 points. Now, if we get 3 points, then we're up to our points for our leveling up, but unfortunately we still need to explore up to 25 rooms. Okay, so we still got 6 more rooms, but we'll have 5 more rooms after this one, which is quite a lot. Or do we take, I think we're going to take the silver, because if we do come into a peddler, then we're able to buy more from them. We're able to buy, well, we can already buy 2 potions, but I feel as if that's potentially more likely. And also we might be able to fight a monster on the way and still get our points and still get our room. So let's do this. We're going to add 10 silver. Oh, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to be up to, what was it? 29, 19. Math is terrible. That's a terrible one as well. So we're up to 19 silver coins. Our soothsayer disappears and we are free to explore the rest of the dungeon. So we're going to head west, see where we get to. All right, so our room type is a corridor. So we're going to head out here. Just going to go towards the end of this. If I can draw a straight line, that would also help. For room 20 here, it's our little archway there. Okay, is anybody in this corridor? Let's find out. 3. Our riddling suit actually disappeared and he's just reappeared in the next room. Okay, well, you know the drill. Odd numbers, please. Okay. So we are dealt D4 damage, unfortunately. Ignoring our armor as well. 1. Oh, that's kind of the best thing for it, really. We are down to 5 HP. As the soothsayer disappears into thin air, we enter into our next room, which is a round room. Into room 21. Okay, we're entering into room 21 here. As we enter, we look round to see if there are any doors. There is one door, and that one door is going to be north. And we look round and we see 46. An incomplete room. Okay, so maybe this room has, similar to our room 19 here, maybe it's suffered some kind of rock slide. Maybe half of the room is kind of just rubble. We've got kind of rocks around here, which have kind of fallen from the ceiling. Excuse my amazing drawing here. Maybe half the room is just kind of blocked off by these rocks. And there's only a very small way for Kargunt to squeeze through this room and get into the room north of here. Is anybody hanging out blocking this entranceway? We'll find out. 5. Oh no. Okay, we are facing a tough monster. This is not good. Unless this is our ruined basilisk, then this is really not good. Okay. I say this every time we fight. This could be the end of Kargunt. We are currently on 5 hit points. Okay, let's roll our D4 for our tough monster. Here we go. Oh, Medusa. Okay. Now we've come through this corridor. Does the Medusa know we're here? I don't know. Okay. I don't know if the Medusa knows we're here. Do we have time to put on? Do we have time to put on our cloak of invisibility? I don't know if it knows we're here. Let's roll for 50-50. 50 or less, we can put on our cloak of invisibility. Oh, 87. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. Okay. As the Medusa looks towards us, we look down immediately, as not to stare directly into its eyes. And we head in for the attack. Okay. We've escaped the Medusa twice already, but unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to escape it here. Room 21. Medusa. Here we go. 4d6. 10 hit points. We swing our flail towards the Medusa. Oh. We hit the Medusa. We hit the Medusa 4. D6 plus 1. 4 hit points. Okay, this is going well so far. Medusa is down to 6 hit points. Okay, and we did this without even looking as well. Okay, are we able to swing the flail back and hit the Medusa again? No. Okay, we're not. So the Medusa, I don't even know what weapon the Medusa has. Maybe one of the snakes from the Medusa's hair lunges towards us and hits us 4. This could be it. D4. D4 for our armor. Oh god. Hits us 4. 5, and our armor is only a 1, so we are down to 1 HP. We're down to 1 HP. Okay, this could be it. This could be it for Kargunt. All right. We are down to our knees. Are we able to get back up and join the fight? 6, we are. Okay, we are down to our last hit point, but we crawl back up from the floor and again swing our flail, hopefully connecting with the Medusa. Here we go, d6 plus 1. We roll a 2, so a 3. We do hit the Medusa, but unfortunately it's only for 3 hit points. The Medusa is down to 3 hit points. All right, as we get back to our feet, can we attack? It's not looking very hopeful. 5, okay, we are able to attack still. I don't know how Kargunt is doing it. He's severely injured here. d6 plus 1, swinging our flail again at Medusa, still looking towards the ground in order to avoid her gaze. Oh, here we go, d6 plus 1. Oh, 2 plus 1 is 3. We strike the Medusa. We are still not out of the woods yet. We strike the Medusa. She is down to 0 hit points, and as she bleeds out, she gives us one final stare. Are we able to avoid her stare? 1 in 6 chance we are petrified. Please, I hope this is not a 1. Oh my god. As Medusa lays there, bleeding out on the floor, she looks up and Kargunt cannot resist her gaze. He looks up and he is petrified. He freezes and turns to stone. Well, I didn't think we'd be ending this here, but unfortunately Kargunt has been turned to stone. So if you did like this short video series, then please let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you want me to play any other games. I really enjoyed playing Dark Fort, and I know there are lots of different hacks for this, so I might take a look at playing some of those. If you want me to play any other old school games, then please do let me know in the comments below. I hope you've enjoyed this mini series, and I will catch you in the next one.